Hello. Here we are again, coming to you from Broadcast Team Alpha with the Paranormal World Show. We are coming to you on 44 different platforms, and one of those platforms is the Conscious Awakening Network. You got to go visit them because they have about 50 different shows over there with a lot of the stuff that you and me need to know about. I spent some extensive time over there, and that's where you learn stuff. So I have been encouraged on several occasions to do shows like what I'm going to start doing here tonight. And in the next few videos, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do. And that's because I have taken the time and the effort to learn how to do these things. And it has done great things for me. A lot of the things I've been able to do in the past, it's incredible. And I wouldn't be able to do that unless I had learned to do some of these things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about maybe a little gymnastics for the brain, for one thing, but also how to create total concentration without no interference of other thoughts. Now, if you're in college, you need to know about that. So that'll be another show later on. And also, I used to travel around the country, teach a mind development course that taught you how to go through a book in about 5 minutes, by turning 2 pages a second, going all the way through it. And you open up a channel from the conscious mind into the subconscious mind and get a two-way flow of information going. And whatever you see on those pages, you take a picture of it, put it directly into long-term memory, bypass the conscious mind altogether, and now you can deal with it as long-term memory. There's a process for this, and that's going to be in another show. I'm going to get into that a little bit. And yes, you can actually upgrade your mind. I didn't say brain, I said mind, because the brain is an integral part of the mind. Mind is non-local, the brain is local, here and in the heart. Yes, there's a brain in the heart. Got about 40, 60,000 neurons they found here about 2 decades ago. Nobody talks about it. And quantum mechanics are telling us that whatever we see and experience around us is created by the mind. And if that's the case, we should be really careful about what we are thinking and what we keep in our mind, because it will show up in our existence. It also tells me that if I want something really bad enough, and I'm willing to study, learn, practice, I can have it. Doesn't matter what it is. I can have it. See, that if the mind creates everything, we can create it in the mind first, place it in the unified field or in source, whatever you call it. It's there forever. And then you go back and forth there and bring it back into the physical. There's a process for this. Do you know somebody that, if you can look at their life and what they do, and it seems like everything they do seems to work for them? Most likely, those people, they don't think like other people. They don't act like other people. They don't work and they don't do like other people. They have a little different standard of things because they use higher consciousness thinking. They have goals and they work on them all the time. They create it in the mind first and then it shows up in the physical world. It's really simple, but it's just that most people don't do it. So, and this is what we do in the mastermind that Nori, Love, and I put together. And we meet on Sundays and Monday evening and Wednesday evening. And we join our minds together, focus on something specific. And we intend for it to happen, to be, to work. And very often it comes to be. We have done some incredible things there. And I'm going to throw it out there. If you want to come and check it out, send us an email to themastermindconnection@gmail.com. So now just hang in there with me. I'm done talking now. Now I'm going to start teaching. And what I'm going to do a mind experiment with you. So you can see how you can do what everybody thinks is impossible. Because you can. And it will work for you. It's just that most people don't know about it. If they knew about it, they would do it. Because it works. And, well, most people say it's impossible. You're going to find out it's very possible. Because we have been fed lies all our life. It started with their parents because they didn't know any better. So they passed on what they have been taught by their parents. Now, when you learn these things, pass that on to your generations. Your world and your generational world will change. You start doing some of these things. And there is a very persistent concept out there, and that says that you can't think about more than one thing at a time. It's a very persistent one. And everybody seems to know that to be true because everybody does. Because they don't know any better. But the concept is wrong. You can't think about more than one thing at a time. You can think about two and maybe more at the same time. So let's go ahead and do this, and we'll have some fun with it. Sit in a comfortable place, and we will do this experiment. But if you're driving a car now, listening to the recording, turn it off. If you're doing work, or especially machine work, turn it off. If you're flying airplanes, turn it off. That sounds ridiculous, right? Well, I knew a guy that had an earphone inside of his headset. He was listening to music while he was flying. Well, he did wreck an airplane. So I do this all the time. Actually, no, not all the time, but quite often. I think about two things, and I put the subconscious mind to work on one of them while I'm not even thinking about it. So there's two different ways to do this. And see, we develop one track. When we are thinking about something, that is one track of the mind. And the longer we keep thinking on it, the more solid it becomes. And then, while we are thinking about that, we can develop another track, bring something else into the mind while we're also thinking about this one. In the beginning, that's a little difficult, but I'll show you here how easy it can be. So when you have one track, concentrate on that one first. Let's do this so you can see it work, because then it is more believable. Sit down, relax, close your eyes, and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue counting. 10, 11, 12. Continue counting. It doesn't matter if you miss numbers, just keep counting. Keep counting. Now you have one track going in your mind. Keep counting. Now, introduce another track to the mind. Think about the visual image of your mom while you keep counting. Keep counting. You are thinking of the numbers, but you are also have a visual image of your mind, your mom at the same time. Keep counting. Keep counting. Keep counting. While you, in your mind's eye, visualize your mom. Keep counting. Keep counting. There's your mom in the other track. Keep counting. Can you see your mom? Keep counting. Keep counting. See your mom, the visual image of your mom. Keep counting all the time while you watch your mom. Keep counting. Now expand it. Make your mom do something. Wave to you, or go or do something. Have her move. Keep counting while you see your mom moving or waving at you. Keep counting. Okay, open your eyes. One part of your mind was counting. The other part, another part of your mind created a visual image of your mom, even that you had her move. When I said that you were thinking about two things, that was not correct. You were actually thinking about three things, because you also reacted to me talking to you at the same time as you were counting and seeing your mom, and you listened to me. The mind was thinking about the words I said. It worked, didn't it? This is the very beginning down this road. Practice this for a while. And then you start introducing other concepts in there, not just numbers. You can do other things. You can see yourself in your mind's eye driving a car while you're thinking about something at home at the same time. That was a bad example because you need your full presence of mind driving a car. But walking down the street or sitting in the backyard with a lemonade, something, while you're thinking about something else. You can expand as you get more proficient at it. But if you keep at it and practicing, you can do this. You can do it successfully and think about it. You get more done if you can think about two things at the same time, right? Now, there's another way to do this, and that is where actually probably justice, even better. And that is when you have one track mind that you're thinking about something. And then you tell the subconscious mind, you talk to the subconscious mind and say, I will find a solution to this challenge by reaching in to the subconscious mind, superconscious mind, and the universal mind, and the answer will be brought back to me up through there to conscious understanding. My mind is a little technical sometimes. That's kind of what I do, but you can work out your own language that feels good for you. Now you're telling the subconscious mind, go to work and fix this challenge for me. And then you jump onto a different track, thinking about something else. The subconscious mind are going to go to work on it because you gave it an order to do something. It will do that. Now, there's another thing, and that is that the subconscious mind will reach into the universal mind and find the answer and bring it back and bring it up to conscious understanding. It will come as a fleeting thought sometime. It just goes right to your mind. You got to catch it when it comes. Unless you are going in and asking. Because what came back from the universal mind is stored in the subconscious mind as long-term memory. So go back in and ask, what is the solution to this challenge, this question? Now you're reaching in to long-term memory, and it should be brought up to you. It may not come right away. It could take 5 minutes, but it will come. So this is something that successful people do. Immensely successful people do these kinds of things. So if you think about this as the beginning of higher learning, the more you practice, the gooder you are going to be at it. Yeah. Because the mind can be trained to do this. See, now you have proven the concept to yourself. That makes it more believable. When the concept is real, all you have to do is get underneath there and find the details within it. You can experiment within there for the details that works best for you. So I hope that this is something that, another thing that I got to say here, and that is that If you learn how to do these things, this particular thing especially, it will increase your memory, your clear thinking, you become sharper, you will reach into a part of the brain that also houses motivation, because you start seeing that, hey, I can do something really special. And then you start looking for more and more. That's what happened to me. I'm still looking for more to learn, more to be able to do. Anyway, that's my impression of it. If you have another one, stay with it and see too that it is the right one for you. So I'm going to do another video here, probably a couple of weeks from now. I will maybe I'll do the one on distraction, because that is something that is really simple to learn. It's just that nobody knows about it, so they get distracted all the time. Another one too is a good one, is that people go to bed at night and they lay there with their eyes open and they can't fall asleep for the next 4 hours. That's ridiculous. I snap my finger and I'm gone. Well, not quite. I count to 10. 1, 2. I count to 10 and I'm gone. I can teach you how to do that too. So watch for future videos. They could be some really interesting ones. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we will see you in the next video. Until then, be good to each other.